Hey guys, Farrington Homestead here. If you won't mind a second, I'm going to take you down the hill. Just ignore this whole thing I have going on with my hair right now. We are going to see Dagda, my 4-month-old male LGD pup, because Dagda got himself thrown in puppy jail today. What did a 4-month-old do? 4-month-old puppy do that made you throw him into puppy jail, you may ask. This rotten little turd, whom I am quite fond of, come on Dagda, who is upset right now because he doesn't like a leash, just like any other LGD. That's enough. Sit down. Sit. Oh boy. So this is Dagda, you guys. This turd here, this little turd here, look at him, he's silly. Dagda has been occasionally chasing the birds. Yeah, he's trying to gain his winter weight. And yesterday, apparently, when I was 10 minutes late for dinner, as puppies do, he got bored and impatient and decided to grab a chicken. Usually they just play with them. I'm not sure if he was playing with her or if he was actually hungry, but honestly, at this age, I can only fault him so much because he's never done it before. And the cold is coming. And I was late with dinner. So he grabbed a chicken. I took her from him. She wasn't dead or anything, but she was injured and didn't make it. So today, after quite a lot of reprimanding yesterday, by the way, he didn't go anywhere near any other birds. So today when I let the birds out to free range, I kept a pretty good eye on him. And about 10 o'clock this morning, he decided to chase the ducks. But not just chase the ducks, catch my pekin hen and inside their pen and paddock where he's not supposed to be chasing them. And he got himself in trouble. Now, he didn't injure this duck, but he was playing with her, which is an inappropriate behavior for LGDs. You do not want your LGD chasing, playing, biting, grabbing, overly excited or overly interested in any of your livestock for whatever reason. It does not matter why. You don't want it to happen. It does happen when they're puppies, and as long as you can see an ability in the dog to learn and and understand that this is not an acceptable behavior, then you can train it out of the dog, no problem. Up until this point, we haven't had any issues with him even chasing the livestock. And anytime he looks overly interested and I fuss, he's redirected immediately with no problems. So I think he was being a little bit testy yesterday, which happens. And he is tethered to the tree here with his little bucket of water. He's tethered to this tree here so that he can be in an area where the birds frequent while they free range. So he will be forced to be around them, but not be able to catch them anything. With LGDs, this physical boundary is really important for reinforcing the training and behaviors that you want them to have, and for discouraging the things that you don't want them to do. So we use the tether around here. Sometimes that means I got them on the lead and I take them into the paddock with me. Sometimes that means they're tethered in the paddock, depending on the livestock we have at the moment. In the spring, we do lambs. We bring home bottle lambs. And then I bottle feed lambs. And then we put them out into the paddock, and they raise up. They spend, until the fall in the paddock, and then we have lots of freezer meat. So we want them. Sometimes they will be tied up in the paddocks because we want them to understand that no matter where them and the livestock is, or where they and the livestock are, they need to be protecting the livestock, not attacking or eating the livestock. And really what it boils down to with LGDs and is that they require, they need to know it's not theirs. It's mine. And that's what it is. This is mine. These chickens are mine. And I do feed my dogs raw. And it's only part of their diet. It is a supplement that we use in their diet. And look at him being cranky because he wants to get up, Mr. Pouty Pants. They're very animated animals. What it is they eat raw, but they are not allowed to just take. They eat what is given to them and nothing else. And even though they're a dog, and you might wonder how could they understand the boundary, they do. They absolutely understand the boundary. When I am processing, I never have any concern that if I walk away from something I'm processing, meat I'm processing, that my dogs are going to take them. I don't have to worry about that at all. I can walk right away and leave it on the table within reach of my dogs, and they don't touch until it's given to them. And the same should be said for live birds. They have no business putting their mouths on the livestock in any way, shape, or form for any reason other than defending themselves, unless I have given it to them and it is dead, or unless they have found it in the field and it is dead. If they have killed it, and you can almost always find evidence, you don't allow them to keep it. So this guy's in puppy jail here because he's learning his manners on the tether. Sucks to be a pup, y'all. Buried in Homestead out.